Have you done your 2024 taxes yet? Or are you like me and you've got an extension? You still have time. Good news may be coming for future home buyers. Congress proposes restoring the mortgage insurance tax deduction. This deduction was allowed through the tax year of 2021, and many people do support this new legislation. It's not often we get to include taxes and good news together in the same sentence, so let's celebrate that. And this is another reason why it's time for you to buy a home with a mortgage. Always too late and wrong. That is the way President Trump has described Fed Chair Jermone Powell. Addressing reporters later in the same day, Fed Chair Powell said he will not resign even if asked to do so by President Trump. Trump has made it clear he wants the Fed to lower rates, but he does not hold the direct power to force that decision, nor does he hold the power to fire Powell outright. But will he get his wish of lower Fed funds rate later this year? And the answer is it looks like yes. Pulling up this chart here, we can see future Fed probabilities, and they show that our first Fed rate cut looks to be in June, with a predicted 4 Fed rate cuts in the rest of 2025. The reason this is so significant is not so long ago, the prediction for rate cuts in 2025 was only 2. So regardless of whose side you are on in this debate, the markets are forecasting and projecting 4 Fed rate cuts the rest of 2025. What's your prediction for rate cuts in 2025? It was not a good Friday for the 1,500 employees with the CFPB who received notice that their employment would be terminated. Affected employees will have their access, including emails, shut off at 6 p.m. on Friday, April 18th. The move leaves the CFPB with only 200 active employees. CFPB Chief Legal Officer Mark Paoletta said in a memo that the agency will pivot focus away from non-depository institutions and move towards state-level enforcement. So what does this change mean? Well, the laws that are already in place will still exist moving forward, and the enforcement of maintaining consumer protection will fall more on the state agency levels.